Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We're sat staring at how Edinburgh was, and today is going to be Phase 2, but not the Phase 2 you're probably expecting. No, Phase 2 for us is going to be setting up the platforms, at least some of them anyway, and then we'll have an active Edinburgh Waverly. Phase 2 was originally scheduled to be me building this side of Edinburgh Waverly. However, that is now a transition. I went ahead and finished the build for this side as there's turnouts. That is it. It's not as technical or complex as the other side, or the west side, and is more fiddly as far as Transport Fever 2 is concerned. Let's bring up the UI and explore Edinburgh Waverly as it is. These here castle building assets going to be quite useful, aren't they, for around Edinburgh? Whether we can do the castle justice, I don't know. We'll give it a go. This side we built together was complex and fun and technical. This was the polar opposite, really. It was fairly straightforward, but I spent most of my time while building this just udging things to the left or right. And that doesn't make for much progress in an episode. Also, these bridges. The amount of times I had to redraw these bridges was not pleasant trying to get this to work. Well, you can imagine. I eventually got it to work. It's not pretty. We'll go under. I put the roofs in as well. It's the closest I could find. They are definitely not aligned either, as you can see here. That might not matter. There may be beams we put in between, and it doesn't need to be perfect, does it? No, we just need the essence. I may line them up at some point. Who knows? But they're just assets. On Google Maps, there's like a pedestrian bit here now. I'm not going to go with that, because for Transport Fever 2, this will be nicer. That means we can bring in the buses. I mean, it's artistic license as far as that goes. We do head out all the way this way to the east coast, and this crossover was fun. We're going to manually build this bridge. I'm hoping it'll look the business by the time I'm done. How I'm going to achieve that, probably going off this straight bit of track on this side to get a nice look to it, similar to how it is in real life. We then dive under a bit of a hill there and we come out this side. There we go. So what are we doing today? Since that's done, other than activating these platforms, that's going to be a thing we do. Well, we're going to be heading, if we've got time, I'm sure we will, and doing this side of, which junction is it? It would be that junction there. Yeah, we're going to be drifting off like that. We're not too far to the west, are we? No, because if you look at Oswyn's awesome overlay here, this station is this white mark here. We're not far off. We've got a lot in a condensed area. It's bigger than half scale, but it's in, and that's what's important. So, shall we try and get these platforms in, at least a few of them, given that we can get anywhere this side? It's going to be nice to start heading back up to shots, isn't it? I believe we'll be able to do the same this side as well. You can get everywhere to anywhere. And we've got a few through platforms. We've got, there's a fox. Anyway, this one's a through platform. That one is a through platform. These two are through platforms. And these two. Well, technically, these four are through platforms. I put in the diamond there, the crossover, which separates the platforms for us. So we've got to do these in order. If I get these wrong, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? Shall we start with platform 1 then? We're going to get our tools. Like I said, I'll go away and do a lot of them before the next episode, because we all know how it works. But it will be good for you to see how I do at least the start. I don't know how many we'll do. It depends how long it takes. And fortunately, the tricky part, which is a split platform, is this first one, platform 1. Where do we end it? Well, we can't have the tracks on a crossing, but we can have the platforms on a crossing. So could we get this half and half? I've not tried, so we're going to try together. As long as the actual platform markers themselves, I'm going to put this close to the end, on the tracks are off this crossing, does it count? Oh, there we go. Guys, new station. It is indeed. P1 is in. And that's it for today. No, it's not. What we need to do is finally name this as Edinburgh. Oh dear. Edinburgh Waverly. Lovely. We've got it, guys. It's beginning. It's over there at the moment. That's all we've got. P2. Now, P2, I can't decide if it goes all the way up to here. And then this bit is 19. I actually feel like 19 is that side. You would think it would be up to the crossover, would be 19. So, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Perhaps I'll just go for platform 2 as this here. How long is it? That's not a bad point, because if they're long trains, we might have to have it extend past here, which isn't going to work, is it? No. Shall we try and figure out the length? We'll go from here all the way around, and it's only 180 meters up to the crossover. That's not a lot. But do we mind the train itself? This would be heading this way, wouldn't it? Oh, that's almost perfect, actually, because it's going to pull up to this end, meaning the back end's going to be over there. Oh, that, yes, no. Right, then we can do the half and half. It doesn't matter how it looks. Technically, it more depends on whether this is 19 or not. I want to go with it is because of the diamond we've got in the middle there, the crossover. We're going to do it. We're going to split it. So this is from here. This should be P2. And again, we'll go halfway through the diamond here. Why not? There we go. And we'll get our track and do the same as what we did. This should work just fine, shouldn't it? Because it's going to be a platform all the way down. So it doesn't matter where it goes here. Yes, please. Join to Edinburgh Waverly. Does it work? Thankfully, yes. Oh, there we go. That's lovely, isn't it? P1, P2. P... Why did I say it like that? P3 is going in just here. Will it work? We're going to need, like, crossovers and ways for people to get across. But we'll do that when it's time. That's going there. All the way up to there. There we go. Join there, please. Will it work? It's working. P3's in. P4 is this side here. And... or is it? No. No, I think this is all P3. This here. So this side would be P4. That would be P5. I hope. I really do. Right then. That's what I'm going with. So P4 just here, and then P5 just... no, that's P4 still, grand. You haven't done P5 yet. P4 just there. Join. How are we doing? Don't crash. There we go. Excellent. And then we've got 5 is here. It goes under the feet of the bridge there. Not much room. No doubt the Sims are going to walk through them. I don't mind, though. And then you join... there we go. We have a P5, P4. It's beautiful. I love this. This will more than likely just fill in with fake platform. With platform blocks. P6. P6 is... I believe it's this one. We might be missing some platform there. We may be missing a lot of platform there. Yes. P6 should be quite a way out. Wait a second. What have I done here? That's P3. That's P4 and 5. No, it is shorter than this. It should be a lot longer than that, shouldn't it? Yeah, that's very short. Let's add some more platform then. What I had to do, yeah, I know why this is like this. I had to delete this back and wiggle it across, as I was talking about. This looks like a siding. We just need this to go up where we're going to join the track. So we've gained quite a bit more room there, haven't we? Yeah, beautiful. Now, can we get you in? We want to hold down C. If we can get you in nice and tidy, it'll be great. Make sure you're flat. Get you in there. That's a beautiful shape, isn't it? The question is, can we get the platform in? Waypoints. P6. This will be P6. The thin one. All the way up to there. And then the actual track version's going to be slightly less. Join there. Did that join? A little bit concerned. There we go. We got P6 in. P7. Is this going to be all P7? This is supposed to be 5 miles an hour. I might have messed up. That's not good, is it? Just notice the speed difference here. I'm not sure why this one is 5 miles an hour. The rest are 20. And I don't think there's any way we can change the speed. Well, I'm going to save it. First save of the day. What do we need? We need 5 mile an hour track. Can I upgrade? No, you can't upgrade them. Yeah, I didn't think so. So we need to configure this. And unfortunately, we're going to have to delete this. What happens if I delete that platform? Does it renumber them? No, you deleted it all. Oh, no, it didn't. Look at that. It came back. That was amazing. Well, isn't that fancy? That becomes 5. Good, because we've got to delete that as well. These 2 tracks need to be 5 mile an hour. Actually, from this point here, where it joins up at the bridge. So, yes, I would rather get the speeds in. Because if trains in real life are crawling down here, then that's what we want our trains to do, isn't it? Now, will you do the same? It would be great if you did. It's a bit pausey and laggy. Oh, what an amazing mod. This is fantastic. Right, before you go and build them, get these in. That is going to be 5 miles an hour. All the way down to there. We've got a collision. That's unfortunate. Yes, because of the bridge. Do you know, that might be acceptable. Yes. That bit there is not going to be 5 miles an hour. And for our map, it's probably okay. It just means they're going to speed up a little sooner. They're going to be slowing down to 5 miles here. And they're going to be crawling into this bay platform. Right, I'll go ahead and put this back as it was. Platform 5 and 6 are back. Now for platform 7, which is going to be about halfway. It ends. I'm not sure exactly where it ends. But it's going to end nonetheless. I would like to say a little further down, perhaps. We're going this way. It's a little tricky how this is going to work, or why it's split up. You would hope that platform, whatever's the other end, I think 11 is that end, is going to be the one that we use. We can always mix and match, can't we? Do you know, looking at it, going up to this point, it's quite a distance, isn't it? Yeah. If we look above, what's about halfway? Somewhere there. Yeah, at the end of this track, I believe. So if we put that there, and we go from there to there, and we join, that should be platform 7, if it works. Come on. You know you want to. There we go. It's got it. It's thinking more and more each time. Now, we've got things like 9E. I don't know what that is. 9 East and 9 West, possibly. I've just realised. Yeah, we've got 8 West as well. We're not going to have those. Those are going to be single platforms. It's just going to be 9. Platform 9. And is that next? No, we need platform 8. We're missing a platform. Where on earth is platform 8? I cannot see it. Right, oddly, it looks like platform 8 is split into east and west, is on this outside. I mean, if that's what it is, that's what it is. This is 9 here. Yes, that's what I'm going with. That's what it looks like. So this is going to be the next one we add in. Running from there all the way down, which is technically east and west. And then might as well put this in while we're at this end. And put this in up here. There we go. Join. Will you work that out? Because we're kind of staggered now. So that should be P8. It's taking longer and longer the more platforms we have. By the time we get to platform 20, this is going to take like 3 days to put in, isn't it? But I'll accept it given how complex this is. So all of this is 9. You're going up there. We'll put in... We might as well go a little bit past, right? Why not? And you there. And can we join you? Join. Let's wait a little while. What if we zoom out? Is it quicker? Nope. Platform 9 is in. There we go. This is platform 10, I believe. Up to the buffer. The siding. Which again, we're probably going to have people walking through everything. But we'll tidy it up as we go. And it really doesn't matter if people do that. We'll get the track in. We'll probably call it for adding platforms. Because it's taking longer and longer, isn't it? Absolutely. And we're not connected to the shots lane yet. So I don't think all those bay platforms on the east are required before the next episode. There we go. We've got all the way up to P10. I think that's a good place to leave our station building for now. The reason being is that's exactly half of the platforms. This one would be 20, the last one. Unless there's a hidden 21 I'm not seeing. But there we go. Guys, we've got Edinburgh Waverly looking a bit better now. Whether we're connected to any of the roads, I don't think we are. We don't have any real connection yet. I've got to put those in. We've got no entrances or things like that. But we will have. And we may cheat with some of them just to get them working. Now this here looks a bit strange at the moment. The plan I've got is to add some buildings with actual fronts and connections up here on the top. And then I've hidden all the gubbins on this side. So that when you're on your cab ride, it looks all built up. A few things that are a transport fever goodness. We've got holes here, but technically they are not. Look at that, it's like magic. Now that we've got Edinburgh Waverly with some platforms, and I'll put the rest in, ready for the next episode. Shall we head up this way? I flipped this around and added a station building as well. It does mean the elevator and escalators are flipped. This bay platform is now 1, then 2, 3, 4. So we're just 1 off because it starts on 0. I thought about adding this as an extra station and connecting the two. But it's not worth it. We'd need a super fat platform here, and that's not what it's like. I mean, it's not like this either, but yeah. I tidied it up. There's some infrastructure slowly going in. This is all going to be covered up as a tunnel. Something like this. I don't show you this very often. I go away and do it. It is a bit repetitive, so I tend to just do the first bit to give you an idea and then go from there. I always start about +10. In this instance, it's going to be a lot bigger than that, isn't it? More than +10. That's not the ones you were looking for, though. You want these? Yeah, it would be those, wouldn't it? And then you would stick these off to the side, maybe F, something like that. F is a little bit close. We could shrink it down, though. It doesn't need to be that thick, does it, at all? So we could change the width to something like that, and it might just... Yes, there we go. Puts it off to the side a little bit. Do I want this just to be concrete? It's tempting. It needs to be higher than that, though. Or does it? We could put it over the top. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit higher. Should we go 5? There we go. Then we can hide the rest of it. We want more room, don't we, up top, so we can build on top of it. Yeah. But it's going to be concrete. Let's get that concrete in. Does it flicker? No, it's not intersecting. Is that too high, though, once we get to this point? Oh, it's actually about perfect. Yeah, we're going to hide all this bridge work with some more of these. It's going to go across there so you can't see it. We'll probably just put those in manually. I don't know how high that is. Is that going through? Yeah, it won't be like that. And the same's going to happen on the other side. I don't know whether there's any central part to it. Maybe, maybe not. That's going in there. This will have a roof. It won't look this high once we're in there. Once we're in the tunnel, I'll put the roof level with the bridge pretty much. Level with the current tunnel. There we go. We could extend that, couldn't we? Let's make that a little bit longer. So it takes it up to the platform there. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, so you get the idea. I'll go away and tidy all that up. We've got plenty of options available to us for where we put the top to cover that. And on top of here, we can even cover that up as well with the grass textures. But after our station, Haymarket, we're off. We're off back west. We're going to go down the shots line first, which, as I said at the beginning, is this one here. And since we already have the crossover in, all we've got to do is start heading round. Now, the track itself speeds up to 90 after this, but the one we're heading down will be 40 and then 60, I believe. So we're going to draw us a nice line at 90 over there. We're going to keep this section where we're doing our junction flat because we do have a yard here. We're going to be using it as a depot. That's going up there. This is 90 on this line. It actually starts a little bit further back, so I wouldn't mind replicating that. Meaning we'll have the shorter 35 bit coming up to that switch. Looks like a good idea. Well, actually, it's before that. We might as well get it close, since we've got a bit of room to play with here. Then it switches to 90. Although, will that be... Yeah, that'll be heading that way as well. So we'll need a 90 board on there. There we go. 90 mile an hour from that point. And if we put our board in, which is in under assets and then tracks. These are absolutely wonderful, these. Well, where's our other tracks? Is it those tracks? No, it's these tracks. There we go. 90. Just from that point there. Yeah, I love these boards here. It would be nice if they had the option to put the arrows, wouldn't it? That's the only thing missing from them, really. And maybe the ability to move them up and down a pole. When you've got different freight and passenger speeds. This is going up there. We're going to keep it nice and flat. This one, after this turns out, well, it's actually before. It's 50. I think it's about the same point this turns to 90, which would be there. I don't know if we can achieve that. It would be nice. Can we get you, if we hold shift? We can't do it there, but we'll have it there. That's fine. It would make sense because it's coming this way. It would slow down. This one's 50 continuing. Now then, well, let's head back onto the shots line, shall we? Exactly where we were, over there in the east. I mean, it's miles away, isn't it? Quite literally. I say that all the time, and it is actually miles away. That's the whole point, Grand. You want a nice, massive network, don't you? Right, and we need this angle. Or this curvature, roughly. We are going to head up eventually back to meet it. But while I'm building junctions, I'd prefer it if it was like that. We'll keep this going a little bit further up here at 40, and then we'll switch to 60. I think that's a little bit far. Maybe keep it on a curve gently. I don't think it curves back in, though. According to that, no. No. We'll probably want to continue out this way. No, well, let's go straight. I changed my mind. We're going to head off straight. And yes, I would like to start heading up to meet the terrain because this is on a little bit of an embankment. Have I put it at 40 though? Yeah, this needs to be 60 now. It still should be curving. Yeah, but we're a little bit squished, aren't we? We've got about the right angle. So we'll continue up. Let's keep the grade. Well, do you know, I might switch it to a 4% grade there. Yep, let's keep going then. We're going to meet up probably a little further past this, and then we'll meet up again eventually. So what sort of angle? We've got a curve. We'll do our curve after this. We've got a station coming up as well. This gives us a little bit more time to get up, doesn't it? We're still not getting up. We can terraform as well, can't we? How does it look if we continue past this bit of track? This is where we're supposed to be eventually, as you can see there. We're just going to elongate it because there's nothing up to these hills. Then we're going to come round, is it? Yeah, it's a fairly gentle curve. We're going to keep heading up. I mean, we're going to be heading up quite a lot. As you can see there, the height, we're heading to 64 meters above sea level there. And then we're going to come around here. Oh, look at that. We're about the right height now. That sort of worked out well for us. The reason I'm extending this is because we're all about the train infrastructure. So that's where we need to be. What I might do is wherever we start to curve here, at that point, I'm now going to take this off and hopefully get the actual curve in there. We're going to do it at 40 to start with. A little bit of a gap there. In fact, delete that back. Could we, from that point, go all the way up to where we need to be? There's always a lot of deleting going on when I'm doing this. There we go. Yeah, see, now we're coming up better. Do I want to go slightly steeper? Hold shift. Let's put another few degrees in there. Another 0.5 of a degree. See if we can't get up there a little quicker. A little tidier. There we go. That wasn't supposed to be 60 anyway. Ignore that speed. Now, can we have a gentle climb up here? Do we curve too soon? There is a little wiggle in the track. I just noticed. Yeah. It does something like this. I don't know what it's avoiding. And we're coming up a lot sooner, aren't we? Yeah, I like that. Then we can head up to there. And how does that look? Yeah, we've even got the little wiggle in the track that exists. I love it. Our first station should be coming up soon, which is going to be right after what looks like an old siding down here. So that's possibly this one. Where are we? Well, it would be this one, wouldn't it? Because we have a track branching off that way. So yes, after the curve, we need to leave enough infrastructure and start heading back round. Do we want to be heading up that steep? Not really. I would like to get the angle correct. Now, can we have a straight section? Flat section. There we go. We're going to flatten out just there. We're going to have some siding shenanigans going on there, as well as another track. That is this one. Is going to wiggle around and heads up that way. So that will be the siding in here. And we're this track. Our station's going to be here. There's a turn off just there. Actually, it's quite the turn, and that should be 20. I'm going to go with. That's going off there, meaning P2 is going to be on this side, and we're going to go with a standard station. It is actually pretty standard. It has got a crossover. It is. Or is it standard? It looks staggered, but possibly partly unused. 2 platforms. We want one. Oh, it doesn't show you the platforms. Come on. Right, it's that side. Brilliant. Yes, we want it like that. We're going to change that to 60. Means we've got to get rid of those. Can we configure it to extend? I think we can, can't we? Right, get us tracks. Let's see if we can do this. So it looks a little more like... Oh, I haven't said the name of the station, guys. I am terrible. Slateford. There we go. That's what this station is. If we look north. Yeah, there. Slateford is our new station on the Shotts line as well as the West Coast Main Line. Or this part of it anyway. The West Coast Main Line branch that heads to Edinburgh. 60 and electrified. And can we get it in? We can. It's absolutely beautiful. We'll get this all back. Oh yes, we need another platform, don't we? No station buildings as far as I can see, but we do need the platform back in, which would be this one here. Delete that back, and then well, we might as well delete these as well. 65, no, 60 electrified. Oh, it's because I wanted to say my 65 electrified again, but anyway, I can't. That's not what it is. Can you connect? You're beautiful. And connect you back up into there. Not East Crinkled. That's the best name for a station ever. Oh, where did we get off? East Cringledyke South. You mean southeast? No, East Cringledyke South. It's not what it is anyway. Slateford. Brilliant. And we got the start of where our sidings is going to be. That's going to be up there. There'll be some disused track there. I like this. This is sort of working. There are some crossovers down here, but we're going to put them in once we've got the next station in. Did I put that 65 because I was saying 65 electrified? Do you know? Get that out of your head. Yes, I did. Oh, no. You're not going to believe it. I should have checked this beforehand. After this curve, it accelerates to 70. Who was saying, Grand, you're going to regret everything you're doing because it's going to go to 70. Right, that's 70. Dear oh dear. Well, I put 65 in there anyway. I'll redo the station. Not now, because that's just more building and rebuilding. We need to make our way now and continue up. It looks like eventually it hits 95 miles an hour on one side. Our next station, King's No, is after a little bit of a curve, which would be this curve here. Yes, that's the curve, isn't it? Yeah. How do I... Which means we should be heading back in then. I don't think I've... Oh, what have you done there? You've joined this angle. Oh, that might work for us, but it's not right. It might work, even though this is technically wrong. Because that allows us to join back up here sooner. Yeah, I might take that mistake. This should be more that angle and then straighten up. Ooh, do I want to do it? I mean, technically, we could have this make that happen, but no, the station should be back here, possibly. I'm trying to figure out where this station will be. We've got to cross over here with another track. So this would be... How much room would that leave us? No, I'm happy with that. We're going to put that in. Yeah, because then we can just stay straight from here. It's quite a distance. We can actually turn in, because we are trying to avoid cutting into this too much as well. It's sort of a dance, isn't it, we're doing, because we're not on the actual track itself. So we're going to meet up with it. I don't think it's a very tight turn, because obviously we're doing 70 and eventually we turn into 95 on one side. So we've now done the turn. We're going to continue a little way, then we're going to get the next station in. We do want to head this way. Yeah, we're going to wiggle. It's similar to what we did up here, if you remember. Where are we? Where's the one we're aiming for? We've got to aim up here. See, we kind of danced with it. As long as we get the feel when we're on the tracks itself. And this curve has to be in. And then if that's that curve, we've got to go quite a way. Do we? Maybe. I think we can just put this one in here. So if we go to buildings, And we get that as a double in there. Is that going to be the right way round? I'm going to say 1 and 2 on the same sides. And this does need to be 70. Am I going to keep it like this? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see how it looks by the end. But yes, I wouldn't mind. We've got East Crindledyke Central now. Isn't that lovely? Then we've got King's No Golf Course? Yes, that. Golf course between these two stations. So how we're going to do that, I don't know. We'll represent it somehow. We are going to stay straight and flat, though. I don't think we need to come down. It's because we've drifted slightly. But we're going to make use of this space to catch up because we've got 3 stations close together. Could we possibly wiggle a little bit to try and get back on track? I'll accept it. If this stays at 90... Oh, we don't have 95. 100. We'll go up. We'll round up. And it does. It does the 100 there. Brilliant. Right. So we'll continue a little bit further. It's only local trains that will be stopping here. Get you flat. And then we'll do 70 down there. I don't know when the other side switches to 100. If at all. Or 95 as it is actually. It looks like after our next station. So that's brilliant. We've got a motorway going underneath as well. So being up like this is handy. So this is fine. We've got a little bit of a turn in it. We'll get the next station in. Is that going to be enough room for a golf course? Maybe a little bit further. Just a touch. Again, we don't want to be heading down. We do want to stay this high because we're having to... Oh, no. Stay straight. Because we're having to redefine the scenery to suit our tracks rather than try and fit tracks into the scenery. I'm not overly keen about that too much of a curve. I don't mind a little bit, but that was just too excessive. So we'll go like that. Yeah, and we'll head out to there. That's enough to turn us back in. I know it looks monstrous at the moment. Once we get the stations in and the golf course in and all the rest of the scenery, then it should look okay. Right. Yeah, that should be a big enough gap, shouldn't it? We've gained a bit of space between them. We do want some sort of golf course happening because it is there. Right, station. Let's get you in. Can we get you connected? We may have to do a little bit of terraforming, which is fine. Get you turned up to max. Get you like that. Bring this out. Can we turn the brush size up as well? Because we've got a lot of terraforming to do around here. We may as well do it to the side. Because we want it... Oh, there we go. Because we want an official episode. That's not what I was going to say. Just so it doesn't look so terrible out here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we've probably just gone up too high here. Thinking about it. Although we do have to get above some tracks up that end. So, no. I may take that. I could drop us back down the hill. It all depends. It all depends how I feel once this is in. But that's a... Oh, I buried a bear up there. This is Westerhales. There we go. That's what that is. And, did I put the right speeds in there? Yes, I did. Look at you go. I'll change these and then we'll get a cab ride going, I think. There we go, guys. We've made our way all the way to... Which one was this? We've added 3 new stations. Technically, we've added 4 because Edinburgh Waverly wasn't a station but when we started. Today, however, we've gone up this. And I just may... Well, no, actually, I was thinking about raising it up, but we're already digging down. We're just in completely the wrong place at the moment on the map. I may just drop it down a touch to go that way. For now, it's not in a bad place, is it? No. Stations, Westerhales, King's No, and Slateford. They're all in there. Brilliant. We'll leave you... For now, back there. And this is where we're heading. Here's our little... There's no stations on this piece of track, but you can see we've got the wiggle there. We've got to wind our way up. Well, soon it'll be up, wouldn't it? It'll be up from this end, that's for sure. And that will connect those in, and we can continue our way around then. Alright, let's hit play. Find us a... Oh, do you know what? Should we get on board, guys? A nice fast train? Oh, brilliant cameras. Sarcasm everywhere. Why are we all the way down there? It's terrible, isn't it? Oh, dear. Guys, I sorted the camera out. We're on board one of the West Coast mainline services. There's a strange slowdown there. I'm going to have to keep going over the tracks as we go. But sometimes they just do it because Transport Fever, and live with it. You can try rebuilding the tracks and seeing if it fixes it. Other times, I don't know what the trains are doing. They just seem to do some random stuff and never in the same place. I think it's a strange attempt to space them out. But I'd rather that didn't happen while they were moving and only ever happen when they're at a station. Yes. Even gameplay-wise, because it just ruins it, doesn't it? You wouldn't ask a train to slow down in the middle of a journey. No, and hold up the rest of the line. It would not make any sense. Same for the roads. But today, we got in Edinburgh Waverly up to platform 10, was it? Yes, 10, and it looks okay now. I'll go ahead and fit in up to 20. We may reach close to at least this service. I believe this one will be going up to Edinburgh Waverly, won't it? No, this is the Preston service. We'll have to add another one on, possibly cross country. That's something to look forward to, isn't it? I can hear the gates. What a perfect way to end. Alright guys, until next time, take care.